I'm doing a Kylie Jenner inspired look using just drugstore purchases. Details of all the products that I'll be mentioning will be right down in my description box, so have a look down there if you need more information. Let's start off by introducing the first product that I'll be using. I've already prepped my skin with sunblock and a little bit of primer, so right now I'll just start with the foundation. I don't really like to use a very thick layer because I like to show off my natural skin, working from the insides to the outer corners of my face. Generally, I have a fairer skin in my T-zone area and I'm darker on the sides of my chin and my jawline, so I just want to be using a little bit more foundation, try and even out my skin tone a little. Alright, now that you can see, I've actually got a thin layer of foundation on already. I've worked in the foundation from the inner corners of my face towards the outer corners of my face using a foundation brush. Alternatively, you can also use your warm hands, warm up the product and then spread it evenly across your face. The product that I'll be using for concealing my under eyes would be... I tend to put more product on the inner corners of my eye and then I will spread the product out like so. I like to use my hands and really get in there because as you warm the product up, I feel like it sets in much better. The next thing I want to introduce is the... I'm a little spotty today, so I will be concealing them. Alright, back to where I was. It's actually a 4-in-1 Conceal Correct palette and it's got a green correct color and it's got a concealer to match with it. Then you've got the purple color to go with another concealer. I'll be using this green color on the red bits of my face. I do have a little bit of dark patches on my face as well, and that I'll go over with that purple corrector. So this color right here. And after I've put on all these purple and green patches on my face, I'll go on to buff out the edges and then top it off with a concealer. It still looks a little bit patchy right now, but don't worry, I'll go over it with a layer of concealer that matches my foundation. It completely depends on your skin type. If you feel that it's a little bit too dry, mix it in with your foundation and then apply it directly to your skin. This color actually matches my foundation really well, so I'm just going to go in with that. Now that I've concealed some of the areas, with a clean brush you can choose to use a small brush. This is just a regular eye brush. It's got a sharp tip to it, so I'll be using that bit lightly and gently buff around the edges to lighten the spots that I have already concealed. So this looks really time consuming, but I promise you that it's definitely worth your while. So for the areas that I've already touched up and buffed out, I just want to set them in with a bit of powder. So I'll be using just this brush. It's a contouring brush. Dab over the areas that you've concealed so that you don't sweep away all that concealing work that you've done. The other area I want to dab and sweep would be my T-zone area, because this area tends to get really oily. I don't want powder all over my face. I'm leaving the edges free of powder. If you do want to work some powder in, you can. The next thing I want to do is contouring and highlighting. It is both a contouring and a highlighting kit. So there are 3 different tones here. I'll start with contouring first before I go on to highlights. Whichever color that your skin is, choose one of the brown colors. Usually go 2 colors up above from your foundation. And this one is actually my color, so just dab off any excess powder. First bit I want to contour is the part just where my hairline is, So I just want to do some contouring here, here, bring it down to the edge here, and then you can suck in to look for your cheekbones, contouring just below your cheeks. Use an upward sweeping motion. I like to draw it in circles so that I actually blend in the product. And then with any excess, I just want to go under my jawline and under my chin. I want to put a little bit more under my chin since I've got a long face. Excess goes under the jaw, and then we'll continue on the right hand side. Look for my cheekbones and go right in. So upward sweeping motion just below my cheeks. I'm not going for very strong contouring looks because I find it a little bit dramatic. I rather keep it as natural as I can. And if you're not stepping out into the camera or out on the set, you don't really need to go that far out. So earlier what I've done was to contour these portions of my face, edges of my forehead, the sides of my jaw, shorten my jawline, and not forgetting bringing it down below my cheeks. So right now I want to go ahead to highlight my face. I'm going to be using number 1. Flick off any excess powder and then highlight the areas just here. I also want to highlight just underneath this area where I've done my eye concealing. And I've done so here under my under eyes as well. Not forgetting, I want to do it under my lips, just above my cupid's bow, move into the tip of my nose. So I've highlighted these areas here, the triangle bit under my eye, inner corners of my forehead. You can do it just above your eyebrows, tip of my nose, on my cupid's bow, just between my chin and my lips. I just want to do a little bit of contouring of my nose. I like to leave it to the very end so then it looks more natural. So I'm going to go in with the same brownie tones that I've already used for contouring, flicking off any excess powder. I'm just going to go in from the corners of my eyes all the way down to the tip of my nose. On this side. You see it looks really dramatic now. I look like Mr. Potato Face or Mr. Potato Head. So I'm just gonna go in to blend out the contouring work that I've done. I like to go in here, inner corners of my eyebrows, so that I can create a shadow effect. Just buffing it out all the way into the eyebrows, just at the corner of your eye sockets, and then buffing it down to the edges of your nose. If you do feel like you need a little bit more highlight, just go in with a little bit of highlighter, buffing it in. So for eyebrows, it's actually a 3-in-1 product. You've got the eyebrow brush, followed by the pencil, and then you have the eyebrow powder. Let me start off by cleaning out my eyebrows. I'm going to go in with the pencil first. I want to create the illusion of very thick eyebrows. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go in now with the powder, just a gentle brush with an angled brush. Just gonna blend out the powders and the pencil and make sure that it looks a little bit more natural. I've already done my eyebrows. The best thing about the contour palette is that it's very versatile. So for this look, I don't need to buy any additional eyeshadows. I will just be using the colors that I already have. So I'm starting with the dark brown color to create create a shadow of my eye sockets. Start light with a light dash of color, and then you can build up on it with circular motions as you sweep it across your eyes. So right now my eyes are taking shape. Next, I'm going for that browny, orangey earth tone. Going over my full eyelids with it. Now on the right hand side as well. I want to take that same darker brown. I want to go over on the lid where it's closest to my eyelash. Alright, so this bit is done. With any excess, then I just want to use that orangey color. I want to go over in the middle. And I'm going to use the shimmery pink that we have in this palette and highlight the edges of my brows. Now that we're done with eyeshadow, I want to move on to drawing that very natural eyeliner. We do want to create a little bit of a flick, but a very classic one. What's so great about this is that it actually comes with a brush. Gently dot along your eyelash. Now that we've traced the outline of your eyelashes, I just want to do a small classic flick at the end. Then moving on to the right hand side. Now that I've done my eyeliner, I want to move on to applying the mascara. So starting at the base, I massage it in with zigzag motions, and towards the end I like to flick it outwards. I've done both sides of my eyes. The next thing I want to introduce to you would be the focus of Kylie Jenner's look is always about her eyes and her lipstick, so she doesn't wear too much of a blush, so just a light dab of the blusher will do. I'm going to be using a nude lip liner. Kylie Jenner's focus is always about her lips, and they're always like really huge, voluptuous lips that you want to kiss. So I'm going to do that. So what you want to do is follow the edges of your lips and line it. You want to keep the alignment or the outline of the corners of your mouth, but you want to extend or expand on this area.